The snow moon invites us to pause, reflect, and connect with our inner strength. February's full moon is named for the heavy snowfall that blankets the northern hemisphere during this time of year. This full moon is also known as the hunger moon or storm moon, a reminder of winter's challenges and the resilience it takes to endure. In today's practice, we'll honor the winter's quiet beauty, finding strength in stillness, and embracing the resilience found in nature and within ourselves to endure and grow. In a busy, fast-paced world, finding moments of stillness can be challenging. Just like the quiet stillness of snow, we can use the snow moon's energy as an invitation to pause, slow down, and reconnect. Through mindful movement, breath, and setting intentions, we create space for peace and clarity, cultivating a deeper sense of calm and resilience. To begin, find a quiet, open space where you can move freely without distractions. A yoga mat is great if you have one, but optional. Blocks and an extra blanket can also be helpful, but aren't necessary. Set up in a way that feels cozy and supportive for you. As we move through this practice, remember to listen to your body, respect your body's limits, and honor what feels best for you today. This practice is adaptable and is here to support you. So if a pose doesn't feel right, feel free to ease up, modify it, or skip it. Now enjoy your practice. Welcome to Natura Yoga. My name is Gigi and I'm happy to be your guide through today's yoga practice. Let's settle in. Sit cross-legged on your mat in easy seat. To reduce strain on your knees and your lower back, place a folded blanket or a block under your sitting bones to elevate your hips. Once you find your comfortable seat, evenly distribute your weight across both sitting bones. Ground down and feel the support of the surface beneath you. Lengthen your spine. Allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears. Keep your hands resting comfortably on your thighs with the palms facing down. And to help turn your attention inward, soften your gaze at a point in front of you, or gently close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. Breathe at a pace that feels comfortable for you right now. Notice the natural rhythm of your inhalations and exhalations without trying to control it. Maybe feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest or belly as you breathe. The expanding and contracting of your rib cage. Or the sensation of the breath entering and exiting through your nostrils. With each breath, imagine drawing in strength and stillness. Keep your hands resting comfortably on your thighs or lap, or I invite you to either bring both hands to your heart. You can also bring one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. Feel the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On the next breath, gently release your hands down and open your eyes. Let's start by warming up the body, then explore some yoga poses that align with the energy of the snow moon. Moving into our neck circles, drop your chin towards your chest. Inhale, circle your head to the left. Exhale, circle right. Inhale, circle left. Exhale, right. One more, inhale. Exhale. Pause at center and reverse the direction of your circle. Inhale, circle your head to the right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. One more, inhale. Exhale. Pause at central and inhale to lift your chin from your chest. Moving into our shoulder rolls, inhale your shoulders up. Exhale your shoulders back and down. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale back and down. One more, inhale. Exhale. Pause at center and reverse the direction of your roll. Inhale your shoulders back and up. Exhale forward and down. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. One more, inhale. Exhale. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Moving into bound angle pose or butterfly pose. Bring your soles of your feet to touch in front of you. You can bring your feet as close to your body or as far from your body as feels comfortable. Allow your knees to fall open. Bring your hands onto the mat, your feet or your ankles. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold forward over your legs. This helps to stretch out your inner thighs and your groin area. Help open up the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Bring your knees to touch. And transition onto your mat, onto your hands and knees. If you were sitting on a block or a blanket, you can set it out to the side. On your hands and knees, table pose, stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees as wide as the mat and sit your hips back and down onto your heels, keeping your arms extended out in front of you and resting your forehead on the mat. Child's pose. This pose is available to you as an option whenever you need to catch your breath, rest, or exit out of a pose. And let's take a couple deep breaths here. Press into your hands, lift your hips, shift back into table pose, shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees. And let's warm up our spine, moving into cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze for cow pose. Exhale, push the mat away from you, round your spine, tilt your tailbone down for cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. Exhale, push the mat away from you, round your spine, tilt your tailbone down. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale your spine back to neutral, table pose. Moving into our leg opening sequence, inhale your right leg long. Exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Option to come onto your fingertips or bring your hands onto blocks. Tuck your back toes. Press into your feet. Draw your navel to your spine to engage your core and lift your upper body. Clasp your hands and place them on top of your right thigh. You can stay here or inhale your arms up overhead for low lunge. Draw your navel to your spine to engage your core, maintain balance and stability. Both hips are facing forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your leg. Bring your hands onto your blocks or onto the mat. Untuck your back toes. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat as you straighten your front leg. Keep a slight bend in your knee. Flex your toes towards your shin to protect your knee. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips to fold over your leg, keeping your spine long. Half split. Inhale, walk your hands forward. You can set your blocks off to the side. Press down into your hands and step your right foot back to the mat. Shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees for table pose. Moving on to the other side. Inhale your left leg long. Exhale, bring your left knee in towards your chest and step your left foot forward between your hands. You can come onto your fingertips or your blocks. Take a deep breath here. Tuck your back toes. Press down through your feet. Draw your navel to your spine to engage your core and lift your upper body, clasping your hands and placing them on top of your left thigh. You can stay here or inhale, arms up overhead, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your leg, bringing your hands onto blocks or onto the mat. Untuck your back toes. Walk your hands back as you straighten your front leg. Keep a slight bend in your knee. Flex your toes. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold over your front leg. Half split. Inhale, walk your hands forward, framing your front foot. If you had blocks, you can set them out to the side. Plant your hands and step your left foot back, table pose. Press down through your hands, engage your arm muscles, draw your navel to your spine to engage your core. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent. You can bring your feet as wide as you need. You have the option to walk your dog by extending one heel towards the ground and bending the opposite knee. And switching sides. This helps to open up the backs of your legs. Come back to a bent knee, downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze towards the top of the mat. Exhale with bent knees, take small baby steps to the top of the mat. And once you arrive, you can bring your feet hips distance apart or wider. Drop your head, neck, and chest, fold over your legs for forward fold. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, bring your hands onto your shins or onto blocks on your highest setting. Your back is flat for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your head, neck, and chest. Press down through your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Draw your navel to your spine as you slowly roll up to stand, one vertebra at a time. Inhale your arms up overhead for extended mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Release your arms by your sides, palms facing forward for mountain pose. Ground down through your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your hands onto your hips. Moving into our modified moon salutation. Keep your left foot forward. Step your right foot back. Your right foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Turn your left foot so that it is parallel to the top of your mat. So now we're facing the long side of the mat. Ground down through your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Hinge at your hips and keep your spine long as you slowly and gently fold over your legs. Bring your hands onto the mat, or you can bring them onto blocks for a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe deeply. Ground down through the outer edge of your feet. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Bring your hands onto your hips. Draw your navel to your spine to engage your core and lift your upper body back up. Turn your right foot so that it is pointing towards the short side of your mat. Keep a slight bend in your front knee. Press down through your feet. Keep your legs strong. Bring your arms out into a T shape. Reach your right hand over and tilt your upper body over your right leg, bringing the back of your right hand onto your inner calf. You can extend your top arm overhead or keep it on your hip, whatever feels best for you. Take a deep breath in and out. Extended triangle pose. You can also place a block on the inside of your foot. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, bend your left knee and hinge at your hips and lift your upper body back up. Place your hands on your hips. Turn your left foot so that it is about at a 45-degree angle or pointing towards the left corner of your mat. Shift your hips to face forward. Maintain a slight bend in your right knee. Moving into pyramid pose. Ground down through your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Hinge at your hips and keep your spine long as you fold over your right leg. You can stay here. Bring your arms by your sides with the palms facing up, or hinge at your hips further and fold over your front leg, bringing your hands onto the mat or onto blocks. Breathe deeply. Bend your right knee so that it is stacking above your ankle. Turn your left foot so that you're on the ball of your foot. Bring your left knee down to the mat. Option to stay here, or you can press down through your feet. Engage your core as you lift your upper body. Clasp your hands and place them on top of your right thigh, or inhale your arms up ahead for low lunge. Take a deep breath in and out. Exhale, fold over your leg. Bring your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your back knee and walk your hands towards the long side of your mat. Bring your feet so that they are parallel to the top and the back of your mat. Back in our wide-legged forward fold stance. Strong legs, slight bend in our knees. Bring your hands onto your hips. Engage your leg muscles. Draw your navel to your spine to lift your upper body back up. And moving on to the other side. Keep your right foot so that it is parallel to the back of your mat. Turn your left foot so that it is pointing towards the top of your mat. Ground down through your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Keep a slight bend in your knee. Bring your arms out into a T shape. Reach your left hand over to the left, hinging at the hips. Bring the back of your left hand onto the inside of your left calf, or bring your hand onto blocks. Arm extended up overhead or hand on your hip. Gaze straight ahead. Extended triangle pose. Breathe deeply. Keep a slight bend in your knee. Draw your navel to your spine to engage your core and lift your upper body back up. Bring your hands onto your hips. Turn your right foot so that it's about at a 45-degree angle or pointing towards the right top corner of your mat. Your hips are facing forward. Press down through your feet, engage your leg muscles, hinge at your hips, and lengthen your spine as you fold over your front leg. Moving into our pyramid pose. You can keep your hands on your hips, extend your arms behind you with the palms facing up, or drop your head, neck, and chest and fold over your legs, bringing your hands onto the mat or onto blocks. Breathe deeply. You can set your blocks off to the side. Bring your hands onto the mat. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Gently lower your right knee down. Option to stay here or press down through your feet. Engage your core muscles to lift your upper body. Clasp your hands and place them on top of your left thigh. Or inhale your arms up overhead. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Press down through your feet. Lift your back knee from the mat. Turn your back foot so that it is parallel to the back of your mat. Walk your hands towards the long side of your mat. Turn your left foot back in. Wide-legged forward fold stance. Ground down through your feet. Engage your leg muscles. Slight bend in your knees. Bring your hands onto your hips. Engage your core as you lift your upper body back up. Turn your left foot so that it's pointing towards the top of the mat. Bend your back leg and step your right foot to the top of the mat. Bring your feet hips distance apart or wider. Inhale your arms up overhead. Bring your palms to touch. Or you can interlace your fingers and flip your palm up to the sky. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to reach your arms up and over to the left. Keep your hips facing forward. Maybe you feel a gentle stretch along your right side body. Inhale your arms up overhead, back to center. Exhale, reach your arms up and over to the right, getting a side body stretch on the left. Both of your hips are facing forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your sides. I invite you to bring your palms to touch at heart center in front of you. Soften your gaze or gently close your eyes. And take a moment here to reconnect with your breath and your body. Tapping into the energy of the snow moon, finding that inner strength and resilience. Take one more deep breath in and out. Gently release your hands by your sides. Inhale your arms up overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at your hips, keep your spine long as you fold forward over your legs. Drop your head, neck, and chest, forward fold. Inhale to lengthen your spine, bring your hands onto your shins or blocks for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, drop your head, neck, and chest. Plant your hands, step your right foot back. Option, bring your knee down. Step your left foot back. Bring both of your knees down. Bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees wide and sit your hips back and down. Rest your forehead on the mat for child's pose. And let's take a couple of deep breaths here. This is a moment of rest. One more deep breath in and out. Press into your hands and lift your hips back up. Come back into table pose, shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees. Swing your legs out to the right and sit your hips back down to the left. Extend your legs out in front of you and sit towards the center of your mat. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat. Bring your hands onto the backs of your thighs as you slowly roll onto your back, one vertebra at a time. And once you arrive, you can hug your knees into your chest. And if it feels good, you can gently rock side to side to get a massage on your lower back. Come back to center. Release your legs. Extend your arms and legs long and wide, taking up space on the mat. Moving into Shavasana, our final relaxation. I invite you to soften your gaze or gently close your eyes. Allow your feet to fall naturally to the sides. Relax your leg muscles. Relax your glutes, your hips, and your belly. You can shuffle your shoulder blades down and back, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Allow your palms to face the sky. Relax your neck. Relax the muscles in your face. Unhinge and release your jaw. Relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your eyes and your eyebrows and your forehead. Allow your entire body to feel relaxed and heavy. Feel the support of the surface beneath you. And let's lay here in silence for several breaths, taking this moment of rest, relaxation, and absorbing the benefits of today's practice. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes to reawaken your body. Stretch your arms up overhead and your legs out long to get a nice full body stretch. Then bend your knees, bring your feet flat, and shift your hips so you can roll over onto one side in the fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And take a moment here just to savor the peace and calm that we've cultivated in today's practice. And whenever you're ready, press into your top hand to lift your upper body back up into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes lowered or closed as you transition back upright. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Think about the quiet stillness of the snow. Everything slows down, and there's this peaceful pause in the air. The snow moon invites us to do the same, to slow down and take a moment to pause. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed, rushing from one thing to the next. It feels like the world is moving fast and we're just trying to keep up. But in the snow, the world is still. Nothing is rushing, and for the first time in a while, we're able to pause and breathe. That's what the snow moon reminds us of. We don't have to keep moving all the time. We can find strength in stillness. It's in the quiet moments where we can reset, let go of what's weighing us down, and tap into the resilience we already have inside. Let's pause, reflect, and give ourselves the space we need. Just like nature, think about the strength and resilience you've shown in this quiet, still season. Winter teaches us how to endure even when things feel cold or heavy. So look at how far you've come in this season of your life, how you have weathered the storms and challenges, and how you have grown stronger through it all. Now, as we move towards spring, let that inner strength create space for new growth. What would you like more of in your life as the days get longer? What actions are you ready to take, knowing that you have the resilience to see them through? Take a deep breath and set your intention for how you want to step into this next lunar cycle, carrying with you the strength you've gained. I invite you to take a moment to send gratitude and love to yourself. Honor yourself for taking this time today to move, breathe, and reconnect with yourself, the present moment, and the natural rhythms that surround us. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale the biggest breath of your day. Exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. Bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Thank you for showing up today and sharing this practice with me. In today's practice, we took a moment to connect with the energy of the snow moon, reminding us that we don't have to stay busy and moving all the time. By slowing down and honoring stillness, we create space for growth. Carry the intentions you've set today as you move ahead and transition closer to spring. May you carry the stillness, strength, and resilience of the snow moon with you off the mat and into your life. Namaste. If you enjoyed this yoga practice, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this class with someone who could benefit. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and share how you're feeling after today's class, or if there's something here that resonated with you. Take good care of yourself, each other, and our shared home, Earth. I hope you'll join me again soon.